What is up, Chiefs Kingdom? Happy Tuesday! I'm Hayley Lewis, and this is Chiefs News Daily. Our training camp report rolls on from St. Joe. First, give us a like and subscribe right here on the KCSN YouTube channel, and let's get into it. Well, another rainy day at Chiefs training camp this morning. Kansas City logging their 17th day of camp as they gear up for preseason game number 2 this weekend. Back in pads on Tuesday. Yesterday was kind of a light 10-10-10 day on Monday. Again, no Hollywood Brown in attendance as expected. Now, his status for the first regular season game, it is unknown, but this just in. Moments ago, Jordan Schultz with Bleacher Report tweeting out there's actually a timetable on this. They're expecting him to be out 4 to 6 weeks. Well, the first game of the season is September 5th, which this coming Thursday is just 3 weeks away, sounding like Hollywood is not going to be available. All right, some other injuries to point out today. Clyde Edwards-Helaire again out with illness. He did play in Saturday's game, but not working at practice yesterday as well as today. Same for safety Brian Cook, also not in attendance today. Head coach Andy Reid saying Cook is excused, though, because a baby is coming. Reid also shared yesterday at practice that offensive lineman McCade Matower has an MCL tear, and he was again not in attendance today. Now, good news on the offensive line. Wanye Morris, who returned to practice today. After sitting out on Monday, he's nursing a knee injury, but he came out in full pads, ready to work, as well as Nick Bolton, the linebacker, also in pads. He had a brace, though, on his elbow. However, he did wear the yellow no-contact jersey during some 7-on-7s. Defensive tackle Chris Jones also at practice, doing a little bit of rehab work after a shoulder stinger he suffered last week. He was not dressed out to work, though, and that same goes for wide receiver Jaren Hayek, who was also present but not participating in drills. Hayek is dealing with a shoulder injury as well. All right, just one player left on each list then. NFI and PUP list, that is. Defensive end Charles Omenihu remaining on the PUP, still rehabbing his repaired ACL, while defensive end BJ Thompson remains on the NFI. With that, we're going to toss it up to St. Joe, our own Tucker Franklin at Missouri Western State University, bringing us the latest highlights from practice and all of those on-field goodies. Tucker, take it away.
It was a red zone day at Chiefs camp up here in St. Joseph, Missouri on a pretty cloudy Tuesday, but let's get right into the highlights. I'm not going to hold you any longer. Let's first start off with this clip here from Chris Jones coaching up Felix Anudike-Uzomah. Looks like they're going over some run game stuff, some defending the run. Good to see Chris Jones here getting some work in with the young guys. Even though he's sidelined, he's really assumed a coaching role with this Chiefs defensive line. Let's keep it moving here with one-on-ones going to this clip here. Xavier Worthy making a very physical catch over Nazi Johnson here, fighting through that contact. Really great clip from him here. And if you know me, you know the vibes. We're going to O-line, D-line, one-on-ones. I'm showing you every single rep from the starting offensive line. Joe Tooney even in there today, getting some reps on one-on-ones. Let me know who you think won in the comment section below. Let's get to that red zone session that we have been talking so much about. Here's a clip, touchdown, Jared Wiley. Patrick Mahomes finds him perfectly placed ball. I want to see all this a whole lot this season. Back of the end zone, find Jared Wiley, have him go get it. Last clip from the red zone work here, Rashee Rice running the RPO perfectly. Patrick Mahomes executing the RPO perfectly. Great play here from these two guys. I expect we'll see this a whole lot, and we did see this more in the long drive session. Before we get to that long drive session, let's keep it to 7-on-7 where Patrick Mahomes, look, he just loves his tight ends. I don't blame him. He's got a lot of good guys in that room. Noah Gray makes a great catch here, adjusting in the air to make a grab during 7-on-7. Lastly, some tempers flared during the long drive session here. A little run play. Looks like Jack Conklin and Kingsley Suamataia get into it a little bit. A little shoving match. Look, these guys, they don't like to be in St. Joe after that first preseason game. Garrett Dieter tweeted that out, quote tweeting the KC Sports Network clip talking about that. These guys are ready to be home. They only got 2 more practices left before they dismiss St. Joe and they get to go sleep in their own beds. All right, that's going to do it for me here up in St. Joe. Like I said, 2 more practices left. I'll be here for both of them, so I've got you covered. Follow at KC Sports Network. Like and subscribe to the KC Sports Network YouTube channel. We'll have you covered with Chiefs News Daily. All the shows that you love from KC Sports Network, we have you covered. Haley, I'm going to send it back to you.
All right, thank you, Tuck. Like you said, 2 more practices until camp wraps up on the 15th. That is this Thursday. Both those practices are open to the general public, but note that Thursday's practice is actually going to start an hour earlier. So camp starts at 8:15 a.m. and it's going to finish earlier. They're probably just ready to get out of there. The Chiefs likely going to take off the next day, which is Friday, to prep as they get ready to host the Detroit Lions at home on Saturday. Kickoff set for 3 p.m. Central Time at Arrowhead Stadium, and it should be sunny and about 85 degrees. All right, let's cut to the thick of it. 3 speaking at practice today. Offensive coordinator Matt Nagy, offensive tackle Kingsley Suamataia, and quarterback Jaylen Watson. We're going to bring you the highlights from those press conferences now. First to the podium, Nagy talking about preseason game 1, the offensive performance, and really Hollywood's absence on the field, what the Chiefs are going to do about it.
Yeah, nothing real different right now other than Jay Watt stepping in, which is Jay Watt has been so great. He's invaluable in the fact of just understanding every spot. So for him to kind of know this offense, where he's at, steps right on in. We changed the name of the personnel, per se, and the guys just keep rolling. But they're doing a good job, and I think it's one of those deals they just got to know. And it's next man up mentality, and we want Hollywood to get back as soon as he can, but we got to keep rolling, and we got the guys to do it. He's been progressively getting better and better by the day. And then you saw that with some of the runs he had. We're staying on top of these guys, making sure that they're good with the details, with footwork, understanding assignments, where they're at. But he's what I like about him is right now he's doing a lot of good things and being in the right spot at the right time, and you can trust him. Probably more than anything, and it's very natural, is we had some mental errors from the group. You can't necessarily always see it in the newspaper with the stats. It's typical to have that. So let's reduce that. And you guys have heard me say we're looking for the guys that don't make the same mistake twice. So when you have a second game, you can evaluate that.
All right, next up we got the rookie Kingsley Suamataia sharing his experience during his first preseason game.
It went good. Went against one of the best pass rushers in the league, Josh Allen. But he's a dog. I've watched him since I was in college and in high school. So. But it was a great experience. It's good too, It's funny. I went against this guy. It's like, okay, I belong here. I can play with these guys. But I can't just wait for Detroit now. So just on to the next game now. So I only got to play a little bit, but for the first drive. But shoot, if I get more reps, you're just going to see more of an animal. Just coming out there, flying around to the ball, be around the ball a lot, a ball hog. So just have fun out there at the end of the day, though. It helped me a lot. Like I said, I have a lot of family members in the league that's been in the league or in the league now. So just having that mentor before I even got into the league really helped me a lot just to stay focused and, focus on my job. And then at the end of the day, everything else will work out. So it's been great.
Last but not least, we got corner Jaylen Watson, who recently came off of the PUP list after having labrum surgery this past offseason.
It was tough. The worst parts were the practices because, I wasn't taking anything to, take the pain away, and it just kept popping out every day, but then popping back in. But it was a challenge, but it was all worth it. I mean, it's a new year. With LJ leaving, it's a spot open for everyone, so everyone has goals for themselves, and just try to make a name for yourself, let the world know who you are. Everyone thinks this is something new. Yeah, you get a cornerback too, but we've been doing this for 3 years. It's always been healthy competition. We always, root for each other's success, and who's ever gonna take the spot is gonna be willing of it.
Alrighty, folks, that does it for another episode of Chiefs News Daily. As always, like and subscribe right here on the KCSN YouTube channel. Have a great rest of your Tuesday night, and we'll see ya right back here, 7 p.m. Central Time, Wednesday night. Have a good one.